Good evening, Dylan. It is Monday, and you're not the only one that gets tired when going on an adventure. I usually get pretty exhausted just by being on the adventure. I don't even have to be doing anything physical like walking, running, or anything like that. And I'll be exhausted at the end of the day. I know this because on my vacation last year, holy crap, every day was a chore. And the last two or three, it was painful to get out of bed just to go through the whole adventure process one more time. So you're not the only one. It happens to other people, and I think there have actually been people trying to figure out why that happens. By people, I mean scientists, but they're people too. So, yeah. I don't know if I necessarily agree with your statement about violence from the time of like the French Revolution and all that. Well, yes, that does make sense then. It doesn't translate well to now just because, as with everything else, you've got to look at the time frame it's being involved in. You can reference it from previous or from events prior to kind of understand what's going on. But those don't necessarily mean that that's exactly how it's playing out later, which in this case I don't think that's quite the situation with the whole violence thing. Because you made many great points, violence was far more frequent and it was expected to join the military and go off and be violent towards other people, whether they had different, you know, cultural norms, religious norms, religion, anything. There was a lot of reasons where violence would be the almost go-to answer or was a natural reaction to the situation. Now it's not nearly as quick on the list, but there's still plenty of places out there where violence happens every day. So to them, violence wouldn't be exotic, and in that case, yes, you are right. I may have just been distorting the information and the relevance of where it's at to what was going on. So, point for you, Dylan. Good job. It's hard to admit that I'm wrong, because I like to be right. Admitting that I'm wrong and having to post it on the internet made that feel a whole lot harder than it should have been. Thanks, Dylan. I didn't like that at all. You did bring up an interesting point about how some cultural groups or societies or whatnot have a desire to be anti-violent in some way, shape, or form, such as the Quakers or Pacifists or one of the many other different kinds out there. And they seem to have a very interesting take on the whole why you should avoid violence, whether self-defense is okay to be violent or not, or, all their little fine-tunings of the situation. And they're kind of a very interesting philosophy of sorts to try to figure out why they view violence the way they do, because sometimes it's for religious, it's personal, it's social, whatever. And just learning about that is kind of interesting to me. But not the Quakers, they really bore me. Anyway, Dylan, that's all I have for today. I will see you on Wednesday. Have a good one. Bye.